what would you do if everything that you drew spawned into the game Roblox Steal a Brainrot?
Well, today, the owner of Steal a Brainrot gave us 30 minutes to draw anything we want to have become real inside of Steal a Brainrot.
That means if I draw a bigger base, my base will become huge. Or if I draw an OP Brainrot, it'll spawn into my base.
All right, so as you guys can see, I have my base right here, and it is completely empty. And not only that, but it has literally no Brainrots inside of it. So I think the first thing that I should do is make it as big as I possibly can so that I can fit any Brainrot that I draw inside of my base in here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw my base, but 3 stories tall, aka max rebirth.
And guys, I think starting out, I actually want to see if it's possible to quite literally see if anything I draw will spawn in. So I think I want to draw a Brainrot spawning on the track. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab my picture thing. Just ignore why there's a bald dingus. Okay, I don't know why bro lost all his hair, but I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of the spawning track just so we can start with this to spawn our Brainrot in on it.
Okay, so honestly, the first thing you guys will probably notice about this account that I'm on is Sammy completely reset my money. I only have $500 now. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is drawing a bunch of money so I can buy anything in the game. Now, honestly, I'm not sure how much money I want to draw. Let's just start with 1 9, and then, honestly, I'm just gonna keep adding 9s.
So let me go ahead and start drawing my base. I think that it looks somewhat like this. And then, you know, since it's 3 stories, it should be really tall, just like that. And then just to make sure that they can tell that it's 3 stories, it's gonna look just like that. Okay, boom. We have to make the entrance for it right there. We have to make a window right here, and then another window up here. Okay, this is looking like a Steal a Brainrot base. All right, there we go. There we go. Very nice, very nice.
And then now that I have my little picture opened up in Photoshop, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start with a tralalelo tralala. You know, something simple to spawn it on the track, you know, not too overpowered. So let me go ahead and start drawing him in. I think what I need to do is like do a little bit of this, and a little bit of this, and then a little bit of this into this, just for his starter of his body.
Let's see, we got 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9, and let's add a few more. Let's add a few more. Okay, I honestly lost count of how much money this is, but I just tapped back into the game and I literally have $1 decillion. Yeah, I can actually just go and buy literally anything. Oh my gosh. Now, I could just give myself a bunch of 6 7s, and I probably will do that later in the video, but honestly, the first thing I wanted to do is draw a Brainrot that you cannot get anymore. The Tuk 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 Sahur.
Just to make sure people know it's my base, I'm gonna draw the sign that says Studs Base on the top. All right, here we go. This is looking pretty good. And then let me go ahead and fill this in right here. And let me go ahead and fill all this in. And all right, there we go. I have my 3-story base. As you can see, 1 floor, we've got 2 floors, and we've got 3 floors. So let's go ahead and see what happens when I insert this in. And let's see if it actually spawns in the game. Oh, and really quick too, I should probably write a stud right here so it knows to spawn it as my base and not anybody else's. All right, there we go.
And then we need to go ahead and start drawing in his body. So I think what I'm going to do is just a little bit of this, just overlay it on top of this, and then on top of this, and then on top of this. All right, boom. I think we have a good base for him right there. Then I need to go ahead and draw in his leg. So I'll draw one right there. And then he also has another leg that connects to his body that comes down to here. Stuff like that is...
And low-key, I'm not that good at drawing, so I'm just gonna draw over this Tung 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 Sahur. Let me go ahead and trace this. Let's get his eyes. Dude, this is honestly gonna be a pretty cursed Tung 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 Sahur once it's finished. But now let's just draw Tung Tung's body. We obviously gotta draw his bat right here. This is Tung Tung's bat. And we gotta draw Tung Tung's smile. And then we just gotta color him in, bro. We gotta color in Tung Tung.
And all right, let's go ahead and turn around. And oh my gosh, it actually worked. Look at that. Now my base is fully unlocked to the max rebirth. Let's freaking go. Okay, now I'm gonna have plenty plenty of room to spawn in some good stuff. And I think the first thing that I want to spawn in is a whole floor of secret lucky blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a picture. All right, there we go. I've got my image right here. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some secret lucky blocks in my base. Watch this. This is going to be the smartest thing ever.
Also looks like he has a bit of a shoe in the back right here. So we'll add in the little details and stuffs in the back. Also, I'm pretty sure my drawings don't have to be too perfect for this. As long as it closely resembles what I'm trying to draw, it should be able to spawn. Then I can go ahead and draw the details to that. Little bit of detail right there. All right, and boom, we have our Tralala drawing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the track.
I think this looks pretty accurate to Tung Tung. Let's give him some eyebrows. We'll give Tung Tung some angry, evil eyebrows. Tung Tung, my evil twin. We'll give him a little nose. And honestly, bro, this looks just like Tung Tung. And bro, I just looked at my base. Look at this. We got Tung 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 Sahur in the base. Tung 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 Tung.
Okay, let me go ahead and spawn these secret lucky blocks. Watch this. This is going to be literally genius. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw the question mark so that we know that it's a secret lucky block. There we go. I'm going to fill it in just like that. We've got our secret lucky block. And then I think they have wings. So I'm going to draw some wings on this. Yeah, look at that. We got some wings on the lucky block. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that. And there it is. There's my secret lucky block.
All right, but now that we have our Tralala drawn and we put him on the track, and as long as it closely resembles the actual Brainrot, I think it should be able to spawn in. Let's go ahead and check back in the game and see if our Tralala will spawn onto the track. All right, so let's see. Will he spawn into the track? Oh, there he is. Tralala. But wait, hold on. I don't even have enough money for him. He's 10 million and I only have $500. Okay, hold on. We can easily fix this. Let me just go ahead and take a picture of my money real quick.
I want to give Tung 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 like a rainbow mutation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this Tung Tung. As you can see, they're two separate layers. They're two separate Tung Tung. And then let me just find like a rainbow texture to layer over Tung Tung. This one right here looks pretty good. So now we have Tung Tung covered in the rainbow. And then I'm just going to add like a layer effect so that Tung Tung has the mutation. Yeah, this one right here looks exactly like a rainbow mutation. Then we just need to merge the layers, and right here we got a rainbow Tung Tung.
Now what I need to do is just keep duplicating them on top of each other so that you can tell that it's a full base full of them. So there we go, and there we go. It's very obvious that this is a full base full of these lucky blocks. There we go. And then let me go ahead and do this so that it's on both sides, and now I should have a full bottom layer of lucky blocks. And honestly, hold on, for these lucky blocks over here, I'm gonna make them all rainbow. All right, so what I'm gonna do is pretty much just like this. I'm going to do that,
and then I think the easiest way to just get a bunch of money is to just take the 5 and move it over. So we'll just go ahead and move it over even more, and then we'll go ahead and do that even more. All right, I think that should be enough money. We have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. We have 10 5s. So now that we did this and we can check back into the game. Oh yeah, check that out. We now have a $5.55 billion.
Bro, everyone else is using Photoshop, but I'm using paint.net. Like guys, literally every single thumbnail on my YouTube channel was made in paint.net. You don't gotta spend $500 billion on Photoshop. But yeah, right here I have a rainbow Tung Tung. And now guys, if I tap back into the game, look at this. We have a rainbow Tung 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 Tung. But I don't want to just stop there. Low key, I kind of want to get a galaxy Tung Tung as well.
and then I'm gonna twist that, and then I'm gonna drag that over here, just kind of like that. There we go. And you guys are probably wondering, what are you doing? Well, how does that make sense? Look at this. Now they're all rainbow secret lucky blocks. All right, let's see if this actually works. And all right, let's go ahead and turn around it. Yes, we have them. All secret lucky blocks on this side, and then rainbow lucky blocks on this side. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. And now that I've done that, let's go ahead and open all of them and see what I get. Come on, give me something good. Give me something good. I know the game wants to give me something good. All right, so far we've gotten all terrible things. Wow, this was a terrible decision. I don't know why I even decided to do this.
And luckily with our drawing ability, I can literally just redraw Tralala to have him spawn back in. So now I can go ahead purchase him. Look at that. Now we have a tralalalo tralala. And oh my god, guys, no way this actually worked. No way I was actually able to draw a tralalero and get him to spawn in. That's crazy. But guys, if we can do this, then I feel like we can go even crazier with this. So now I think what I actually want to do is do something I've always wanted to have inside of my base. Go ahead and take a picture of it right there.
So let's just do the same thing. Let's find like a galaxy texture right here. This one looks good enough. Then let's duplicate the Tung Tung once again. Let's put the galaxy texture over him and let's just layer that on top. This one does not look that good. Maybe these all look kind of bad. These all look really bad. Oh my gosh. These all look really, really bad. Okay. This is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna layer this over it like that. And then we're gonna change the color of him to be like purple. Yeah.
Hey, wait. Oh my gosh. I got a rainbow spaghetti toiletti. Oh yeah. See, it was worth it after all. Yeah. But all right, now that I've gone ahead and made the first floor of my base good, I think I need to get even more stuff in my base to make it even more better and more overpowered. So let me go ahead and go up here and let's think of some more brain rots that I can spawn in. Okay, what I want to do is I want to actually spawn some Halloween brain rots now. So, all right, so first I'm going to draw a Trollerodon, and I know Trollerodons have big teeth, just kind of like this. So I'm going to go ahead and make him have some big teeth, just like that. There we go.
And then open it up into Photoshop. And now what I think I want to do is literally just make my base full of admin lucky blocks. So we have our little reference down here in the corner. And now I think literally all we have to do is just draw it in. So let's draw the base square body of the lucky blocking. Also gonna draw a little bit of the wings right here. Draw a little bit of the wings. Also go ahead and add the details to the wings while we're at it. And then we need to draw the top hat. So let's do this.
And then we could add a cool glowy effect. Yeah, let's add a cool glowy effect on him. And yeah, now he's a galaxy Tung Tung. Okay, hopefully this is good enough for Sammy. Let's tab back into the game. And yo, look at this. We have a galaxy Tung Zahor. Dude, low-key, I kind of want this entire side of my base to be like Tung Tungs with different mutations. So the next one I think I'm gonna do is a lava mutation. So let's see. I feel like this one right here is good enough.
And then the rest of the Trollerodon is pretty much just a shark. So I think he's got a big nose or something, and then like a horn at the top of him. And then, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best drawer of the Trollerodon or anything, but I'm doing my best, okay, guys? I'm doing my best. This is what I think the Trollerodon would probably look like. And then I know he's got like this big arm thing right here. Okay, there we go. And then I know he's got an under jaw like down here. I think that's what his jaw looks like. Yep, there we go.
And then draw the big top hat right there. Oh my god, if this actually works like the Tralala, I'm going to be so amazed. I really hope this works with super overpowered items like the admin lucky block too. So let's go ahead and draw this in. Then we can put the little derpy face right there. And then I need to make this a little bit smaller to make the outlines and stuff. So let's do a little bit of this and a little bit of this. There we go. Then we need to put the question marks. So the question marks right there.
And we're just gonna do the same thing as usual. We're just gonna layer this lava over Tung Tung. Okay, I think this effect right here is good. And then let's just change Tung Tung to be red. Guys, look at Tung Tung. He's so red. He's so angry. He's so mad. And yeah, I think this is good enough for our lava Tung Tung. And bro, I just tapped back in. Oh my gosh. Sammy gave me a lava Tung Tung. And I feel like the last one we gotta do is we gotta get a candy Tung Tung.
He's got some gills. He's got his horns, which are probably a different color than the rest of his body. And then, of course, he's got his mean-looking eye. Yeah, Trollerodon eye. And all right, there we go. We got the Trollerodon right there. It looks pretty good, if you ask me. But then I also kind of want to have a La Spooky Grande, too. So I'm going to draw a La Spooky Grande. The La Spooky Grande is kind of hard to draw. I'm not going to lie. But that's not going to stop me from drawing the best La Spooky Grande you guys have ever freaking seen. scene. All right, now I need to draw the Tung Tung Sahor's face right here because I know his face is like right underneath the other one. Let's see. Okay, I got that.
All right, not too shabby of a drawing. Let's just go ahead and resize it, and then move it over, and then move it over. We're gonna have 4 whole admin lucky blocks. This is about to go crazy. All right, there we go. 4 admin lucky blocks next to our tra-la-la. Let's check back in the game and see if it worked. Yo, no way! I actually have the admin lucky blocks. I have all 4 of them. No shot, bro. Wait, can I actually open them? Wait, can I actually open them? Oh my god, no way. No way I can actually open them. No shot, bro. Okay, so I got like Carlu, the mythic for 1. Okay, not too bad, but I would like to get the secrets. I do see the 6-7 in there.
So let's see. I'm trying to find a good texture we could use for this. I feel like this one right here is honestly perfect. It's like a cotton candy texture. So here you go, Tung Tung. We are turning you into the candy man. Dude, I swear finding the right filter to use on this is always like the hardest. I think I'm gonna have to go with this one, and we're just gonna change him to be pink. Honestly, I think this is good right here. We got our candy Tung Tung.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and make him angry since he's a La Spooky Grande. I'm gonna go ahead and draw his eyes like that. And then I'm pretty sure he's got like vampire teeth too. So I'm gonna draw his face. And then I'm going to draw some teeth in here because he's got some big old vampire teeth. Yeah. And then for some reason, he's got these weird tentacles on him. Like I don't know why. It kind of looks like whiskers, but he's got weird tentacles. And he's got a leg right here. And then there's also a skeleton leg on the other side. And then I think I'm just missing the final part of the La Spooky Grande, which is literally just his Tung Tung arm like that. And then he's holding his brown Tung Tung Sahur bat. So there we go. There's his bat. All right, there we go. Look at that.
No way, I just got a 6-7 from an admin lucky block. No shot. Makes 7.5 million a second. All right, and then how about our other admin lucky block? What's it about to be? Okay, we got the dumb Carlu again. Okay, I mean, not too bad, not too bad. All right, but let's see what else we can get. Let's see. Okay, we got an Alessio. All right. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, not too bad, not too bad. But guys, this literally proves that we can literally draw anything that's super overpowered too. I mean, we literally just got a 6-7. And if that's the case, then I think I'm going to go for something even crazier.
Oh my gosh, Sammy gave me a candy Tung Tung. We literally have an entire row of Tung Tungs right here. This is so cool. And now I low-key feel like I gotta get a 6-7. Just for the one time, bro. Just for the one time, I gotta get a 6-7. So low-key, I'm just gonna trace over this image of the 6-7 right here. I'm just gonna trace over each part of the 6-7 individually. Let's draw his hands. Then we gotta draw the 6. And then we gotta draw the 7. And
there we go. We've got our Brainrots. Now let's go ahead and see if they spawn in game. And all right, let's see if this worked. And oh my gosh, I got a Blood Rot Evilodon. I guess it's because I drew him too red on accident. Whoops. And then a La Spooky Grande with the skeleton mutation. I think I might have made the La Spooky Grande look a little bit too spooky, but look at that. $105 million and $98 million. Not too bad, but I need to draw something even better. Okay, now I'm going to draw something on this side of my base that is going to be literally the best Brainrot in the game now, the Meow. And this time, instead of drawing it, I'm just going to have a picture of it. There we go. I got a picture of the Meow. I'm going to put it in my base like this.
So now let me go ahead and take a picture of this side of my base so we can go ahead and fill this up now. In chat, honestly, I think I'm going to go for the big guns. I think I'm going to go for a La Grande combination. So let's start it. Let's see if we can actually spawn in a La Grande combination. So let's start with this, the little part of his body that's all blacked out. And then we can also do this path, which is like the Tung Tung body, which again, RIP the goat Tung 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 Sahur. Bro left us too soon. I'm not even gonna lie.
Now we just gotta draw his legs and his feet, and then we can color him in. So let's just color in his feet and his gloves. Then let's color in his arms and stuff. Then we'll color in the 6. Now all we gotta do is we gotta draw him some eyes.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and add a strawberry elephant here too. Look at this. Look, instead of drawing, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna draw. I'm just gonna have them like put in the image like this. Yeah, there we go. And you know what? Let's add another thing. Let's add something even more overpowered too. All right, and for the last one, I'm gonna add the dragon cannellone. Instead of drawing it, I got a little bit lazy, but let's see if this spawns it. And you know what? Let's go ahead and add some mutations to these too. I'm gonna make a rainbow meowl, a yin yang strawberry elephant, and then a diamond dragon cannellone.
This should actually be really easy. This should actually be really easy to draw and load in. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's also draw in his little details right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do this. And then we'll do this. And then put his little eyeballs right there. Then we'll draw his face, his eyebrows. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We can make this work. Just gotta draw this right here. All right, we gotta draw like the mammoth head thing too. So let's.
And then what I'm gonna do too is I'm just gonna put like a bunch of random stuff like above their heads, like a bunch of random like dots and stuff. And hopefully these random dots will turn into different traits. All right, I'm literally just putting random dots above them. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but you know, there's only one way to find out, and that's by just spamming this and seeing if something good happens. All right, there we go.
So we could do a little bit of this. Add in the white to his shoes. All right, and then let's go ahead and move our drawing to the Brainrot spot. Oh my God, wait, yo, there it is right there. The La Grande combination. No way that actually worked. Wait, hold on. I have a better idea. I have an even better idea, chat. Hold on. Let me, we're just going to copy this image a little bit right here. We're just going to do a little bit of this. Just keep copy and pasting him. Just move him on over to more and more. Okay, will this work? Even though I already had it spawn in, will it spawn in the extras? Hold on. All right, let's tab back into the game. And oh my God, it's literally a full row of La Grande combinations. Oh, this is overpowered. So chat, first we were able to draw and spawn in a tralala. Then we had our admin lucky blocks that we were literally able to open. And now we have a full row of La Grande combinations. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, I think there's just one final thing I want to do to make this a little bit more overpowered. And that is just get rid of the Brainrots that are not as good. And then I think if I can literally just take another screenshot of these Brainrots right here and then put back in our drawings of the admin lucky blocks, we should be able to renew it and get a bunch more. Let's go ahead and put those there. Okay, we now have admin lucky blocks all around here. Let's check back in the game. And oh yeah, we got the admin lucky blocks back. We got them all back. Let's go easy. Yo, I can't wait for the Goobers to see my base now.
But all right, let's see if it worked. And oh my gosh, it worked. And it's got a ton of mutations. That makes 10 billion a second. This makes 1 billion a second. That makes 250 billion a second. Holy crap, these are so overpowered. But all right, I think I'm ready. I think that I have the best base. There's no way that they made a better base than me. None of them thought to make the base super tall. None of them thought to spawn in all of the OG Brainrots. And none of them thought to spawn in lucky blocks. Just watch this. All right, let's see what they got though.
And we got our 6-7! All right, Sammy, give me my 6-7. Be a good boy. And wait, bro, no way. Sammy gave me a 6-7 with all these different mutations. Dude, Sammy, I only drew one 6-7. You didn't have to give me all these mutations. Okay, Goobers, I just finished. Sammy gave me a bunch of really crazy stuffs.
All right, Goobers, I have my base done. Let's see what we all were able to create by drawing.
All right, Goobers, and I think I'm going to go first. Come and check out my base.
Ooh, look at your base. Okay, what? This kind of sucks, bro.
Bro, what do you mean? I drew and spawned in a tralala. Then I spawned in admin lucky blocks and only got a 6-7 from one of them.
Dude, this is kind of mid, Demon.
An entire row of la combinations.
My base on my main account is literally better than this, Demon. This is terrible.
Well, you guys want to see my base?
Well, first, I rate Demon's base like a 1 out of 10. This is terrible.
Yeah, I rate this a 1 out of 10 as well.
You guys are haters.
Maybe Mango's is better. Wait, Mango's is actually kind of aura.
So, guys, for my base, before you look at the Brainrots, the first thing I did was I gave myself $1 decillion.
You actually have negative money, Mango. You have, it says negative. This says negative.
No. It's like I can go buy anything. It just says negative. I don't know why it says that, but I have $1 decillion on my actual account.
Okay, but Mango, how did you get Toon Toons, bro? That's not even in the game anymore.
I know they're not in the game anymore, so I literally have the rarest ones in the game. I just got Sammy to give me a bunch of Toon Toons, and then right here, I got 6-7s with every mutation.
Ooh, that's actually pretty cool.
Bro, no way he got a bunch of different 6-7s.
I'm not gonna lie, Mango. I'm gonna have to rate this base like an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, what? This is rigged.
This is so much better than your base, Demon.
Okay, then what did you draw in stud?
Oh, well, my base is better than both of yours. Come over here. So first of all, I built my base base so that it's max rebirth. Yep, you guys didn't do that. Your base is still level 1 rebirth.
Wait, oh, I didn't even think about drawing max rebirth.
And then I also spawned in a bunch of lucky blocks and I opened them, all the secret lucky blocks, and then I made half of them rainbow, and look what I got from a rainbow lucky block.
Bro, what?
Yep, it's pretty overpowered, but that's not even the best part of my base. If you come upstairs, you guys will see what's even better than that.
Bro, what?
That's right, I've got both OG Brainrots with a bunch of mutations, and one of them literally makes $10 billion a second.
Bro, how did you draw in every Brainrot with every mutation?
Bro, because I'm just good at drawing, dude.
Okay, what do you got up here then, huh? What's up in your... Oh, it's empty. Your third floor's empty.
I ran out of time, but now I locked you guys in my base, so...
Bro, this is literally rigged.
I would rate this like a 6.7.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, since you have the OG Strawberry Elephant, that's an automatic win. Like I give up, bro.
Yeah, it's literally the best one in the game, so let's go! But guys, comment down below which drawn base you thought was the best, and smash the like button and hit subscribe for more.